trivia from recent releases like Doom, Fallout 4. We even go deep into our catalog to really put you guys and gals to the test.
I'm gonna ace the test.
You should ace the test, Matt. You wrote the questions.
Well, then I hope I ace the test. All right, roll clip.
This is Doom, baby. This game is so much fun. Trust me. My memories of Doom are...
Yo, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to our EXP4ALL E3 2016 live show. All right, so Bethesda second press conference for today is going to be kicking off in about 30 minutes or so. I'm looking over on the stream right now, and they're doing a pre-show. So they're doing a pre-show of their own. So yeah, we're gonna start ours pretty soon here. Going to be talking about some of our predictions for Bethesda's press conference, what we might think they'll announce. So I'm going to hop on Discord here. We're going to get Nick, who is covering the Bethesda press conference. He's going to give us his predictions. I might give some of mine. So yeah, let's get right into it. I'm going to have to switch headphones again, as usual. One headset for the mixer, one headset for the computer. All right. Make sure it's actually working. I don't understand why every single time I plug it in, it doesn't want to work. Like, every time I switch to that channel, it's like... don't want to work anymore. There we go. Should be good now. Nick, can you hear me? Oh, he has his mic muted. Let me make sure the audio is not like blasting.
Yeah, well, I hope not too loud.
All right, I can hear you loud and clear. Let me just adjust. Oh, it won't let me. Oh, there we go. There we go.
Are we live right now?
Yep.
All right.
We are up and running.
Just so I'm aware. I don't say anything too embarrassing.
All right. Okay, so, I mean, Bethesda's kind of your territory.
You're damn right.
I mean, there's only one title I'm looking forward to from them, I guess. You know what? I'm not even going to say it right now. I'm going to let you go with your, I guess, go from your least favorite or your least predicted to your top predicted. I don't know. Just go ahead with your list. Go ahead with the first one.
Well, I suppose if I had to go in some kind of order, I mean, supposedly Evil Within 2 is a big one, but who gives a fuck? Dishonored 2, which I'm pretty hype about. I mean, Dishonored 2 is a pretty great game. It was like what Thief should have been, but then they screwed up the new PS4 version of Thief, so...
Oh, wow. Okay.
But Dishonored 2, that should be pretty interesting. And they threw in a female character this time because I'm pretty sure nowadays you can't get away with any game without having at least some choice of male or female.
Yeah, definitely not. That's kind of like unexpected nowadays, so...
Yeah, and I don't know. I guess I don't care. I never cared too much one way or the other, but I mean, apparently that was a big thing. It's
now,
like,
they announced that last year, right? Or Dishonored 2?
Yeah, that was at last. A lot of stuff at this year's E3 was kind of already released at last year's E3.
Oh, okay.
They're just now finally, some of it's getting released this year, finally. Like, I mean, half of Sony's possible shit was already announced last year.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true.
But, I mean, it's just getting released, or some of it's getting released. Well, like, No Man's Sky, that got pushed back to August, but that one's going to be pretty sweet, I think. But,
yeah,
I mean, as far as Bethesda goes, I mean, those two are probably going to be the new things. Fallout 4 DLC, I mean, there's a reason they kicked up the season pass another $20.
Oh, they actually increased the price?
Yeah, originally it was $30, but then I don't know, maybe a month or two before the first content came out, the 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 robot one. What was it called? Automation.
Okay.
They increased it to $50.
Wow, $50 for a season pass? That's crazy.
Yeah, so supposedly there's gonna be, and I mean they just came out with the third DLC, Fire Harbor, which was pretty big. It was kind of empty, I thought, but it was pretty big all around, I guess.
Okay.
So supposedly they'll be announcing a whole new lineup of DLC to come. So not really sure what to expect from that, but I got my hopes on a couple of possibilities.
So when Fallout 4 was announced, I don't remember because this was last year. So did they announce like a year 1 line of DLC and then a year 2 line of DLC?
I forget. I think it wasn't right away. I think it was a while after release, probably around or just after the holidays.
Oh, okay.
They announced they were going to have a season pass. And then a while after that, they announced, like, these are the 3 DLCs we're going to have. But that's why I'm assuming they're going to have another lineup of, like, 3 or 4 more DLCs.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds good.
But, I couldn't even begin to say what they might be about. I mean, the last 3 DLCs have been kind of up and down. Like, Automation was pretty good, kind of short. The second DLC was just, I mean, it wasn't really worth it or worth anything, really. It could have been just an update for the most part.
Oh, okay.
The fighting system and, like I said, the last one, Far Harbor. Like I said, empty, kind of empty, but still well worth it.
Okay.
I mean, I almost shit myself when a giant hermit crab attacked me. Again,
Mutated hermit crabs.
It wasn't even mutated. It was just a bus-sized hermit crab.
Dang.
I was so pissed, I walked right by a bus. All of a sudden, a hermit crab started poking out of it. I'm like, what in the hell? But
Dude, it sounds like
that was quite a
sounds
surprise.
like there's a lot of weird shit in that game.
Well, it's Fallout, so.
Yeah.
I don't know. Besides that, there'll probably be some stuff on oh god, the Elder Scrolls Online.
Oh.
'Cause-
Oh God.
Yeah, that game pisses me off so hard. But I mean,
That's funny because
Support.
I was checking my email and I noticed they're still sending me updates about the game. I'm like, oh, this is the account I used to sign up. Look at all these
Well,
updates.
well, yeah, I mean, it already takes up 3/4 the memory on PS4, and that was a day 1 update.
Wow.
But I mean, I don't know. It's the cost is kind of ridiculous, but they have released a few DLC, and well, not supposedly. I know they are. It's they're supposed to be adding the Assassin's Guild. So I'm not really sure when, but I know I heard that.
So is the Assassin's Guild, is that kind of like a new class then?
I'm not really, because they already added the Thieves Guild, but I mean, I haven't touched that game for some time now, so.
Oh, okay.
But I assume it's going to kind of like the game, where it gives you a target and you go kill, just not as well as the actual games. Speaking of which, I think, well, that Elder Scrolls card game, but that's not really my thing. I think that's more your thing.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to the most. So Elder Scrolls Legends. I mean, aside from its initial announcement last year, they've been pretty quiet about it. They didn't say anything about it up until PAX East, and it was randomly there. I did not expect it to be there, and there is a quiet alpha test going around right now. Some people have been receiving alpha codes for like a closed alpha sort of deal. I don't know. They really haven't said that much about it. Hopefully they elaborate more on it here. I mean, I got to play it myself. It runs really smooth, and in my opinion, it's probably the only card game, aside from one other that I know of, that can compete with Hearthstone, because the visuals are great, the effects are great, and it has a lot more mechanics and it's a lot more in depth. I think it'll cater to Magic the Gathering players a lot more than Hearthstone does. But I don't know. I feel like a lot of people have probably forgotten about it by now because it's just been so long since they've talked about it. It's been a full year since they've basically publicly said anything about it. So, yeah.
I'll have to take your word on it. I haven't played a card game since I played Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh wow. Yeah,
But other
digital
than
card
that-
games are kind of blowing up now.
Yeah, well, anything you can find on a phone these days, I guess.
Yep.
That's what Nintendo's learning the hard way.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Otherwise, I don't know. It sounds like there's a very good possibility that we'll be seeing a Skyrim HD. I'm just hoping sooner than later. Because, I mean, I've played that on both 360 and PS3 I've killed a lot of hours that way.
That
And I
has
wouldn't mind doing it again.
that has been the talk of the town within the past week or so is Skyrim HD. I mean, what do you really think? Do you think they will announce a remaster over 6, or what's more likely at this point? Because what you got to remind me, what year did Skyrim release in? Was that 2012?
I think
No,
it was
that
11.
that was not 2000. Yeah, 2011 it had to have been. So it's about 5 years it's been out. Is that enough time, do you think, to make another giant Elder Scrolls game?
Honestly, with Bethesda's track record of only making one major game at a time, and technically they still are designing stuff for online, which makes me sad. And then Fallout 4, of course, which, I mean, they'll probably be making stuff for that for a while yet.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's a slight possibility they might drop some information, but I kind of highly doubt they have much of anything done on Elder Scrolls 6 yet.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I think we're still probably at least a year or two away from that.
Yeah, that's a good point because I didn't take that into consideration that all their teams are pretty much just busy working on, they're still working on Elder Scrolls Online. They were working on Fallout 4. You've got Dishonored. So I don't know if there's just room for them to be actively at least working on a title as big as Elder Scrolls 6. So
Yeah, well, yeah, like I said, in the past they've generally just focused on one major title at a time. So either Fallout or Skyrim. And they're kind of doing both technically right now. Even if I hate online so much.
yeah, I don't know what in your opinion, well, it's been a while since you played, you said, but in your opinion, what would they need to do to fix the MMO Elder Scrolls Online? Is it
Oh god, there is no way to fix that. No, it's not even that. It's just the whole fucking concept was so flawed from the very beginning. I mean, Elder Scrolls has never been anything near an MMORPG before. It's always been it's probably one of the most strictly single player games there are. Where you can pretty much just screw with the whole world around you and everyone in it. But when you put that into a giant online setting, then there's 100+ dudes all trying to screw with the same thing you are, and the whole I mean the fact that they didn't even put in the guilds, the thieves and assassins guild, that was major strikes against it right there. Because I'm guaranteed any Elder Scrolls fan has some story about just going nuts in one of those two.
Yeah, I mean,
but I mean, it
does kind of sound like a mess.
Yeah, I mean, I played for quite some time. I think I was in the middle of the final level when other more interesting stuff came up. And I mean, it was you couldn't 3/4 of the stuff you couldn't do without 50 other people jumping in and doing the same thing. If you needed to kill this one monster, you had to wait in line or usually it's just a mad bum rush with 20 to 40
Wow.
other people.
Wow.
And,
So that's
and then the other
weird.
1/4 of the stuff you literally couldn't do it all without like a fairly large group, because all the monsters or whoever were so ridiculously overpowered.
Oh, okay.
And then, I mean, what really pissed me off and just turned me off altogether was I mean, if I checked, I wouldn't be surprised if the platinum trophy had like a 0% rating. Because one of the trophies in that game is literally impossible or nearly impossible.
Wow. I don't know. Some people really go ham on those trophies. Try hard to get every
Yeah.
single one.
Well, I mean, I'm no different. I have like 120 platinums, but you have to be top of the charts, and your guild has to take over all the like fortresses or wherever it was in the online play.
Oh.
So I mean, when I say it's almost literally impossible, it's literally almost impossible.
Dang. Wow. Well, I mean, from the sounds of it, I don't know. In general, MMOs they're not really doing too well these days. I mean, unless you're Blizzard, and they're not even doing that all that well with World of Warcraft anymore. It's just kind of like it's really kind of a hit or miss market. So,
Well, I don't know. I mean, it's like even some of my friends or whoever who kind of disappoint me and with their PC playing. I mean, all they play is like the free ones, like crap. What is it called? League of Legends.
oh, League of Legends, yeah.
I mean, there are perfectly good free ones out there now that people are just flocking to these days.
Yeah. It's just maybe Elder Scrolls.
I mean, it wasn't that long ago where, I mean, I have friends from like China and that area who have informed me how they had entire TV channels dedicated to like StarCraft.
Oh yeah. Yep.
But it's like so many of them have gone to like League of Legends and these new gaming arenas and all that stuff.
Yeah. Those sorts of games are pretty popular over there. But real quickly though, I want to ask you, because since we're talking about Elder Scrolls, do you think it is possible that they will, instead of announcing a Skyrim remaster, because in my opinion, I don't think the game needs a remaster. I think it looks great as is. But, since that seems to be the fan favorite among the entire franchise. But do you think there's a possibility that they might announce remasters for maybe some of the older Skyrim titles?
Well,
or Skyrim titles, Elder Scrolls titles.
One interesting thing about it is not too long ago they actually technically did that for PC.
Oh, really?
Like they re-released everything in a big collection. Or was that Fallout? Or was it both of them? I'm pretty sure they did it for both, actually. They did just one massive collection of all the games in it.
Oh, okay. I mean, were they upscaled
But,
or were they just
that
ported
I'm not
over?
I'm not sure. It might have been mostly ported.
Okay.
But I mean, if I understand, I don't deal with a lot of modding because I play primarily on systems.
Mm-hmm.
But if I understood some of my other friends and people I write with correctly, I mean, technically Skyrim's kind of already ported over.
To the PC, you mean, or what do you mean?
Like to the newer consoles and whatnot.
Oh, okay.
Like it's already kind of been with mods and everything. It's already been kind of upgraded up, anyways.
Okay. I mean,
so I don't think there's a lot of work left for them to do.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things I heard about if Skyrim was going to be announced, or if a remaster was going to be announced, I heard that they would announce mod support for consoles. That would be kind of the big thing.
Well, yeah, that's what I was just about to mention. That I don't know. Maybe it doesn't have it yet, but Xbox is supposed to be getting mod support pretty soon. Actually, I'm almost positive they do because I remember reading something about how they already have issues with people stealing mods from the PC version
Yeah.
and putting them on three. Yeah, that's right. And 360 people were already stealing the PC mods.
I think it
Or was
was
that Fallout?
I think it was Fallout 4 they recently
Yeah,
announced
that's
mod
right.
support for.
And then they also had some weird thing where the Microsoft store screwed up and they changed the price of the Fallout 4 season pass to $0.
Oh my goodness. Did people actually get away with that? Did they actually get away for free?
Supposedly they rescinded all the free ones, but it sounded like plenty of people did. Oh, I think it's starting.
That's crazy. All right, yeah. I think they're
But yeah, PS4 mod's supposed to be coming soon, I guess.
yeah, I think it's Xbox mods first and then PS4. So
Yeah, it sounds like they're going to figure out how to fix shit before porting it now, though.
yeah. All right. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess probably what would you say you're most looking forward to out of all the possible titles
Well,
for Bethesda?
if I had to wish upon a star and hope for something that I thought was never going to happen, I'd say Elder Scrolls 6.
Elder Scrolls 6.
But I'm fairly certain. Did she just say 20 minutes? Bitch.
20 minutes. Wow, it's almost 9 o'clock. Are they late? Let me see here.
Who knows?
Inside BE3 plots show you all
Oh,
the
they
amazing
have
stuff that's on display.
Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb on. I'm definitely going to have to watch this. All right. So yeah, obviously my favorite or my what I'm most looking forward to from the show, obviously Elder Scrolls Legends. That's all I really care about. Elder Scrolls 6 would be nice as well, but like you said, it's pretty much highly unlikely that.
Yeah, I'm thinking the highlights are going to be Dishonored 2, Skyrim HD, and like I said, I'm hoping for some Fallout 4 DLC.
Yeah,
But I mean, if they have some big secret, I guess they've kept it pretty well hidden because I have no idea right now.
yeah, so much as starting the leak, I'd be surprised if they had some huge title up their
They
sleeve.
fucking, I don't even know if you can call them leaks anymore. They purposely tell everything to specific press nowadays.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Well, we're gonna switch over to the live feed. Then I'm gonna switch over to the actual stream for Bethesda. So thanks for being on, Nick. I don't know if you'll be around after the press conference. We could do a post show, kind of go over what they announced. So yeah, that's the
I'll
plan.
be around.
All right, sounds good. All right, I'm gonna switch over to the live feed now because it looks like they're starting, sort of. All right, I will see you after the show then. All right, let's see here. Let me get this switched real quick. I don't think I need to change any settings because I already did that earlier. There we go. All right. For some reason, I'm not getting audio, though. There we go.
The fog can do a number on you. Get you all turned.
All right, I'm going to dim the lights, and we're going to jump into this, and I'm going to transition into nostalgia mode and watch Morgan Webb and Adam Sessler and pretend that G4 is still a thing.
Given form in holy fog. I know peace can still be achieved.
Peace? You call murdering one of ours peace?
Careful. This could get out of hand real fast.
See, creepy.
Yes.
Creepy and fun. Here's another fun fact.
Yeah.
I love bipedal fish creatures. They're
With
my
the-
only friends in my fantasy life.
They have the lures on their heads. They're really
Exactly. So, Morgan, do you actually have a favorite moment from Fallout 4?
cool. I spent so much time getting my settlements up and running and trying to make them look a little bit nicer. I mean, slapping a painting on that rotted out wall, I think it really spruces the place up a little bit, doesn't it?
Yes, yes. It really ties the whole lean-to together.
Yes.
Now, I have to be honest, I really love the freedom to build in Fallout 4.
Yeah.
And I really, really did try to make things nicer for my settlers, and I failed all of them. Even in the apocalypse, I am not Jonathan Adler.
I think they should be happy that they have beds, right? They always complain to me about their sleeping arrangements. Did they not see my painting? I crafted that myself.
All that time in apocalyptic paint. No, I got to the point where I'd just be slapping down a sleeping bag and like, here, is that good enough for you? Oh, you want a roof over your head, I see. Well, too bad, because this is what you get. What other people actually can pull off in creating those settlements is absolutely incredible.
I know, they did better than me, so you guys should get ready to get jealous.
All right. I think this is true for many, many people.
Yeah.
I love the setting of Fallout 4, especially in those denser parts of Boston, and how it juxtaposed that Fallout sci-fi with actual historical locales. And I also remember just how awestruck I was the first time I stepped into Diamond City. It was just like, wow, this is like some kind of odd fantasy horror in my mind.
Yes, the great green jewel. You guys should totally try the pound noodles. They're worth the price. I didn't really think he was a baseball fan, though. That's why I'm a little surprised about it.
Well, no one ever really presented baseball from a survivalist perspective before, so it really kind of got to me. Now, there was also this time, and this is very, very true. I stepped inside the Massachusetts State House just to like maybe pick up some aluminum and some glue because you need all the glue in the world.
You have a lot of people relying on you.
Now, about 2 hours later, I'm still there. I don't know how far underground I'm going, and I'm just fighting bigger and bigger mirelurks. It was just one of those wonderful, surprising moments about the game.
Yeah. So, who's your favorite character?
Nick Valentine, hands down. He's actually probably one of my most favorite characters in any game ever. I love detectives. If I lived in a fantasy world where things were more mysterious, I would be a detective. So hanging with him and going through his special quest was just deeply satisfying. I mean, the idea of having a world-weary noir robot gumshoe as your buddy, just won me over.
Pretty much had your name written all over it. I can say that my favorite thing actually was probably having the Pip-Boy on my iPad. I'm completely obsessed with it. It made it very convenient. I can probably blame some of my deaths on not actually paying attention and playing on my iPad. So
I'm leveling up. Oh, I'm dead.
Oh, I'm not leveling up anymore. Why isn't this working Oh.
Yes.
Right.
Well, speaking of tablets.
Yes.
Transition.
I love it.
We can't forget about Fallout Shelter. At last year's showcase, Bethesda both announced and released Fallout Shelter. And since then, it has become the most played title from Bethesda Game Studios. Are you still playing Shelter?
I am, because I have to make sure my resource-sucking babies are going to grow up to be productive members of society that I can exploit for more resources. Kids are useless. Oh, I did name one of them after you, though.
I really hope you didn't send him to the barbershop for a haircut.
No, because I systematically bred baldness out of my vault.
You monster! Oh,
Why is this so
You
scripted?
put me in a room with the parrot. I
It's
love
so
Bethesda
cheesy
games
when
that
it's
are
so
all down with
scripted.
parrots.
All right, I will hook you up with a parrot to make all
It
your
wasn't
weirdo
scripted last year, I swear to God.
Okay. There are other updates to Fallout Shelter. They also added rooms for crafting items. They added a day and night cycle, new weapons and armor, and new characters, including Old Longfellow, who's the new companion you meet in Fallout 4's Far Harbor.
Far Harbor. Shelter, though, is not the only place where you can be crafty. Bethesda began to officially support mods for Fallout 4 with the release of the PC Creation Kit in April. And you can now check out the thousands of available mods and install them directly in your game, or you can browse them online at Bethesda.net.
Now, even better, Fallout 4 mods are not limited to just the PC anymore. While they're still created on the PC, you can now install mods on the console. In May, mods came to Xbox One, and they're arriving on PlayStation 4 later this month.
So let's take a look at some of the coolest Fallout 4 mods. You know, to be fair, that really just scratches the surface.
I may have to restart the stream real quick because I'm actually going to switch Ethernet slots because I think my computer is plugged into the wrong Ethernet slot.
Fallout fans really know how to go all out.
And I think that's why I keep
Okay,
dropping
but not just
frames,
Fallout
so
fans.
I'll be
Doom
right
fans
back
know
possibly.
How to go all out too.
That's right. Doom was released last month, reminding gamers that the best way to win something is to keep moving forward and never stop.
Always moving forward. When everyone got to see the original gameplay demo at Bethesda's E3 showcase last year, people were amazed at the fast pace. But when we sat down to play, we got to see the depth of the game. I love the rune challenges. I know you are still working on some of those.
Yes, that Rich and Richer challenge.
Rich get richer.
With the rocket
Yeah,
launcher.
yeah.